It's the perfect time to get kind of re-energized. We need that extra boost of energy to finish off the week, especially with your teachers who are constantly going hard nonstop. So we have kind of a jam-packed night. I am going to share my screen and we are going to get started. All right, so hope you all can see this. Oh, I'm not trying to email. Sorry, hold on. I'm not trying to email the slides. Wrong thing. All right, it is Essential Island Living call, our wonderful team call. Thank you all for being on. We are going to talk about more new products. So if you were on last week, we took a deep dive into our wonderful sleep system, but we didn't get to talk about any of the other products. So that's what we're going to do tonight, and then a little bit of business at the end. We are talking about birch. We have not have birch, I don't know. Like, I think I got my first birch when I had Cody Boy. So it was like 6 years ago at my my second convention. Birch oil is absolutely amazing. And we'll talk about how you can pair certain oils with it to support joints and muscles, and even things like, and this I know we're recording, but even things like possible fractures. I'm just gonna say that. I'm gonna leave it at that. Release date is October 15th, so be excited. I'm gonna keep going and talk to you about birch is very similar to wintergreen. So when we were at convention, they talked about it having almost the same properties, and why it was hard to find a true pure birch that when they tested, it looked like wintergreen. So they had to do like additional in-depth testing to make sure that it was actually a pure birch oil. Methyl salicylate is commonly used topically to provide relief from mild muscle or joint discomfort. So I actually just used this on Colby. I think he's going through like growing pains and his ankles are always hurting. Of course, he's still playing a lot of baseball. So he said that he noticed the difference. I used Deep Blue Stick, so we already know that has copaiba in it, but then I layered over it. And he did feel a difference the next morning. It did feel a lot better. So it is pretty strong. So they do suggest that you dilute birch. Massages, for all of you who might be massage therapists or that are just great at massaging. I am not. Cooling, comforting effect of birch makes it effective for massage, applying to the muscles and joints. So if you have a massage therapist that might be open for you to share doTERRA oils with them, this might be a good idea, along with Deep Blue. Caution, birch is considered a sensitive essential oil, so definitely dilute, especially when you're using it with the littles. And then, of course, topical use. That is the best way to use it. I am going to toss this over to Felicia. I think she is back on. Are you available to share?
Yeah, I just switched to my computer. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to read the side, but I'm going to talk about the emotional side of the oil too, from the Oils and Emotion app. So blue lotus, also known as Egyptian lotus or blue water lily. The blue lotus is notorious for its mysterious, mystical persona. Blue Lotus Absolute is incredibly rare among oils. Anticipated launch is October 1st. This was Emily Wright's dream oil. So I remember her talking about it from years ago, and with the Mother's Day kit, they did a little Blue Lotus in that, and I've always found it to be it's so I'll read, sorry. So Blue Lotus is the oil of awakening, has a sweet mystical aroma denoting well springs of untapped spiritual possibilities. This oil beckons all to explore higher realms. It asks individuals to awaken their spiritual purpose and expand further into their calling than ever before. So I think it was really, special to release this oil for becoming convention. And just, I mean, if you kind of know Emily's passion and stuff, it really it really screams to me, Emily Wright, the Blue Lotus. So that was my take on it. But Blue Lotus extract, similar to jasmine, Blue Lotus is not steam distilled, it's solvent extracted, solvent extraction is used on the delicate blossoms instead to produce Blue Lotus Absolute. Blue Lotus Touch is Blue Lotus Absolute or extract in the base of fractionated coconut oil. And they explained that, with the addition of coconut oil, it helps the Blue Lotus to not flash off your skin so quickly. So it actually is really the best way to deliver Blue Lotus to us. More uses for feelings of hydrated, soft skin. Apply Blue Lotus Touch to the face or hands routinely. It's supposed to be amazing for your skin to infuse moisture. So probably really good for wrinkles and things like that. So roll Blue Lotus Touch onto the feet, sorry, or back as part of a relaxing massage, or use as a floral personal fragrance. So I've layered this actually today. I had a test and I used it. Um, it was a little more complicated than I anticipated, but I think I did well. And I'll tote new Blue Lotus to that. Okay. PB Assist.
I think
Plus the probiome gut
I think
complex.
this might be Marist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Are we going back and forth? Okay.
Feel free, Felicia, if you want to take it. It's totally
No. It was just
okay.
funny because my coworker, I gave her, right? I posted, I've been giving it to her,
Yes.
and she was amazed by this. She was like, "You have to bring me it until it launches." So I'm glad
The
I have a
PB
box.
Assist.
Yes, this
Oh,
PBS is
nice.
thick. Like she's
Nice.
obsessed with it. So
I'm also obsessed with it, but I'm also a 5-year-old child. So, I mean, as anybody who traveled with us to convention knows this, like I need snacks at basically all times, or I need a nap. So yeah, when this came out and it was in our little satchels or whatever they gave us, or a scooter ride, as Jai says, yes. Because it's like, how much walking do you need me to do? Okay, I'm taking the scooter, I'll meet you there. So anyways, good times if just a little convention plug as we all know and love. But so the probiotic, the PB Assist, I'm going to talk just briefly about both. There is the Assist, which is replacing the Junior, which is the form of the Pixie Stick. And this delivers 7 billion AFUs, which live in our cells and are active probiotic cultures, as well as soluble prebiotics to encourage friendly bacterial growth, providing important microbiome support. So our body is like full of all these different microbiomes. Like they're in our mouth, they're in our body, like they're everywhere, right? We're just like filled with all these microbiomes. So it's really important for us to have some supplements for probiotics, because that is really the main communication with all the things, as Kanani would always say, like your gut is like your second brain, and it's so true. So we really have to nourish our microbiomes and take the probiotics, whether that is in the stick form or the pill form, because at the end of the day, these microbiomes, they affect our digestion, our mood, our energy, our skin, and so much more that are influenced by the bacterias in our gut. So really excited about this. Primary benefits, it supports healthy digestive and immune system functions at any age, and it helps support optimal metabolism and nutrient absorption. So um, as I mentioned, the probiotic assist is in the powder form. You can take a sachet a day. Especially, this is great for like if you have kids, number one, or two, if you just are not someone who takes pills well, which I know that there are many adults that have told me like I hate taking pills. So this is a really convenient way to get those probiotics in. They do say to just mix with cold, so do not mix with hot beverages. So you can take it on its own like a pixie stick, like a 5-year-old would, or you can mix it in your yogurt, or you can mix it in with some water or juice. But just make sure that once you do mix it, you're taking it immediately so that you get all those live um good culture for probiotic stuff. So anyway, there's that. Okay. I'm also really sorry if I sound like a 75-year-old smoker because I just am getting over COVID. So once in a while I'll get a little coughing fit here. So the PB Restore Probiome Complex, this is the dual encapsulated unique formulation of 30 pre and probiotics. So there it offers a microbial diversity and balance for optimal microbiome health and overall wellness, which I did mention. Like I said, these microbiomes control our digestion, our immune system, our skin, our mood, like everything, right? So we just want to make sure that we're getting all of the good things. Anticipated launch date for the PB Restore is November 1st. This you'll take 1 capsule daily with water before a meal. So I've been trying to take mine in the mornings, like when I wake up, because I usually eat breakfast at work. So that's just me. But they also did mention like just take it whenever you're gonna remember. So if you take your vitamins in the morning and that works for you and you can add that in, then great. If not, like take it whenever you remember it. So there's that. And then also just a little tip. Oh, sorry. I forgot the second tip. Can you go back one, Kanan? It just said avoid taking it with high temperature foods and beverages. So okay, that was it. So yeah, so not taking it with your coffee. And then an additional note, it's common and completely normal to experience temporary changes in your digestive system, especially if you're not used to taking a probiotic. This is changing and replenishing all those things, right? So just in case you're not used to it, this could promote more goes to the bathroom if you would. And this is just proof that it's showing that the PB Restore is active and your body is adapting to it. And this should resolve itself in the first couple of weeks. So, and I think that everybody should be taking a probiotic, like whether you're regular or not regular. Like I guess we're just getting like really TMI today. Like I'm like regular, but my I know my mom, like I swear she would kill me for saying this, by the way. And I know she's not on here, but like sometimes she can go days without. And I'm like, oh my God, mom, that does not sound good. So I know she was on the old PB probiotic and that helped her become more regular. So if you're one of those people, definitely need to be taking a probiotic, and then probably even the sachets too, like if you're that irregular. So anyways, that's I think that was it for me. I'm tossing it back.
Okay, my turn. So Shinrin Yoku, this is probably one of my favorites. It came in a 15 ml and it came in a 10 ml touch. Anticipated launch date is October 1st. So this is a forest bathing blend. Shinrin Yoku, or forest bathing, is the mindful practice of absorbing the calming atmosphere of natural places like the forest. So it gives you that effect with that oil. It's so good. More benefits, contributes to an energizing, rejuvenating experience when combined with the creation of a green space in your home. Inspired by the health promoting practice of forest bathing in Japan. Also, green is good for your liver. And so if you struggle with anger, or like your go-to emotion is anger, I would highly encourage you to use this blend. One more thing, when in Tara Talks, Dr. Biggs Briggs? He talks about his actual numbers because he kept his blood pressure. So his blood pressure, systolic, is at the top or bottom? One of them, right?
Top.
The top. Okay, so his top number went down. It fell by 30 points. And his bottom fell by 24 points. And his pulse dropped 10 points. His morning cortisol levels fell from 23.9 down to 14.5. That's a 40% drop in his morning cortisol. So that could really even benefit like weight loss. I mean, you know, because cortisol is like belly fat. So lymphocyte count it increased was a 15% increase, which means his natural killer cell count increased by 59%. And so that was his stats that he's kept specifically on using the oil every single day. So highly recommended. Those were amazing. If you guys haven't seen the Tara Talks yet, please go back and watch. They're amazing. There's some really good information in there that goes away, I think, on like the 14th or something like that. So anywho's.
Thank you, Felicia. That was key for me too. So I'm happy you said that. If you guys have access to the Tara Talks or you need access, we all have logins. So let us know, let your leader know. They can share their login. But that was key. And why he brought that up is that obviously this was a blend primarily in Japan. So we're kind of lucky to get it. And they obviously the hustle and bustle and the craziness of city life, I feel like we're a little bit different because we live on Maui, but just the hustle and bustle of everything. And we talked about maybe encouraging this oil, maybe doing like a community thing, a team thing down at EIL Valley, something like that, just being really in nature. So thank you so much, Felicia. That was very much a key point. We're going to wrap it up with the products with toothpaste. So Supermint and On Guard had a baby, and they created Supermint toothpaste. So I was laughing and giggling a little bit because when we all roomed together, my team, we all roomed together. Felicia had her On Guard toothpaste. I had my On Guard toothpaste. And then she had her spearmint oil right there. So this was exciting for us at convention when they released this. We no longer have to add our mint oil. I mean, you still can, of course. The thing that's highlighted for me on this as a dental hygienist, because this obviously makes me excited. I don't know if anybody else is excited as I am, but so one thing, a lot of patients say, like, I don't want fluoride. I Kanani, like, don't give me fluoride, don't suggest fluoride. I don't use Crest. I use Tom's, I use blah, blah, blah. So this is an opportunity if you come across talking with somebody like, I use Tom's, I use Natural, I don't know what else is there. Melaleuca is another one I get. This is a nice way to kind of say like, hey, we have this new oil and this is what it is. There's no fluoride, but what helps with cavity protection, because that's also the question, right? Cavity protection and desensitivity, because fluoride will help both. I'm coming from the dental standpoint and the naturopath standpoint. Fluoride helps both. Hydroxyapatite is in this, and that also helps with preventing cavities and helps with desensitization of root surfaces. If you have that, if you tend to have like sensitive teeth because the roots are sensitive, this will help as well. So just looking at both sides, whatever you choose. But I'm in love with this. I literally love to, I mean, I always love to brush my teeth, but this made me very, very excited. So pop in the chat, whatever excites you. I'm gonna stop my share a little bit. I'm gonna open it up for conversation, and then we're gonna jump into our biz portion. Anybody excited to share about one product that they have been in love with? Just unmute and share as I switch gears. Everybody's excited.
You know, I'll jump in if no one's going to talk. I love everything. Of course, I've been using it a lot. But the Shinrin Yoku, I've been wearing it almost every day. And I don't know, I just like keep going back to it. And I also have been diffusing it in my office. So that's been my new favorite oil of everything. And then I've been obviously, you know, you talked about it last time, but I'm gonna say it again. Like, here's my Serenity stick. This has been knocking me out. I always sleep pretty well, but it's been keeping me sleeping till my alarm. I finally got over the jet lag after a few days, and I just feel like super rested. And the last 3 nights I had like very vivid dreams, which was interesting. So I think it's my Serenity stick that has the valerian in there. So those are my favorites. There's more. I mean, I could keep going, but those ones I'll talk about.
Thank you. Thanks, Kate. Yeah, I am in love with my Serenity stick, like in love. And I didn't even like Serenity, thanks to Kate Welchie. So yeah, and Serenity stick on your kiddos is magic. So, and grandkids. Ray Ray shared, or she's not even on, but she shared that she used it on her granddaughter. All right, guys, we are going to move, just keep going. I want to move into our biz portion. And it is something that we haven't talked about in a while, but I felt like it might be important because we are wrapping up the month. So we talk about ways to wrap up the month, and I wanted to just touch on empowerment bonus. So not all of you on here are eligible for empowerment bonus, but if you are a premier or silver, this and gold actually, but the video I'm going to show specifically talks to premier and silvers. So premier and silvers, you are eligible for an empowerment bonus. So that is an extra roughly $200 a month. And we say this because oftentimes we leave money on the table. And an extra $200 in your pocket is beautiful, right? It's not really, I know all of you or your faces on here, it's not really why we're motivated to do this business. I feel like we all got into this business not because we fell in love with the compensation plan, but we got into this business to help and share and serve others. But having that check come in for our hard work as we love, help, and share is amazing. So I do want to show a short video. It's about 1 minute and 45 seconds. She does like this super quick and easy share. I could do it too. But I feel like sometimes hearing it from somebody else just resonates a little bit better. And she talks about this empowerment bonus that as you hit Premier and Silver, this is what you're eligible for. So let me share my screen and then we will talk a little bit more after that.
Hi, my name's Dominique King, and I would just like to share with you about doTERRA's empowerment bonus. This bonus has been out for a couple of years, but I don't think I understood it correctly, and I want all you silver and premiers to really understand what is an option for you. The doTERRA decided that they were going to take 1% of their company and give back to premiers and silvers because they're some of the hardest working people in our company. Before, in about 2016, if you were premier, you could make about $700 a month. If you were silver, you were making around $2,000 a month. And doTERRA is such an awesome company. They just decided that we need to give back more. So they took 1% of their company and they created an empowerment bonus that is split between all the silvers and premiers that qualify each month by enrolling someone with 100 PV enrollment. So you can enroll someone each month and qualify for that premier and silver empowerment bonus as long as you're making those ranks and you're signing one person up per month or more, that you will get that qualifying bonus. Right now, it is about $190 that you would receive extra in addition to your check each month, but that's not a hard number because each month people have to qualify for those silver and premier ranks, and so that number fluctuates, right? So if you have less people qualify that month, then that empowerment bonus can be higher. If you have more people qualify for that month, then it can be a little bit lower, but you want to be one of those people qualifying. So if you're a premier or silver and you weren't aware of the empowerment bonus, go out there and talk to somebody and sign them up with 100 PV so you can get this bonus this month. There's a lot you can do with a little extra $100 or $200 a month, and I want you to be able to qualify for that. If you have any questions, please feel free to call me or email me. Go out there and sign somebody up today.
All right, guys. That was a quick share. I appreciated that video because it's like straight to the point. You know, what do we do? How do we get this empowerment bonus? Also, the question becomes like, wait, I want to hit premier. I want another $200 in my pocket. How do I do that? So these are conversations that you can have with your upline, with your leader, and say, like, I've been elite for 6 months, and we love our elites. Don't get me wrong. We absolutely love our elites because we all know we need 3 elites for a person to be silver, right? But if we want to really look at the money factor of the business, how do I become premier and how do I earn that empowerment bonus? So in your conversations with your business check-ins with your leader, that can be something that you want to review with, you know, whoever you're doing your business check-ins with. So we have a little challenge here. Here we go. The challenge is...
Wir sind zurück mit einem super spannenden Thema. Und zwar geht es heute mit der lieben Madeleine um das Thema Rente und Verdienste. Also ein spaßiges Thema. Ein spaßiges und ein spannendes Thema, weil jeder von euch wahrscheinlich schon all diese Begriffe, die ihr gehört habt, von Gold bis Diamond.
Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. Hi, that was weird. Sorry, I don't even know what happened. I had something on my screen from YouTube. All right, so the challenge is, here's the real challenge. That was definitely not it. We are going to have a call to action, and here it is. So we want to wrap up the month strong, and you may be in conversation already with a couple of people, and this slide was actually supposed to be after, but we also have the Diamond Club code. So when talking with people, there's a different things that we can offer. This slide is in there. We're going to take a minute to work with this slide, but we often get stuck, right? Like, okay, Kanani, you want me to go enroll people? Of course I want another $200 in my pocket. But I've exhausted my warm market. I've exhausted like my friends and my family and coworkers. What do I do now? So how about this? How about we look at 3 to 5 customers that absolutely are amazing, that loves our products. And how about we ask them, would you be willing and open to hold a class? Because I have all these new products, or I will have all these new products when I order on October 1st, because that's when the kit is available. And I would love to do a class for you. Can you invite some people? So let's just take a couple minutes. And this is actually going to set us up for possibly next month. If we can get maybe 1 or 2 friends or 1 or 2 customers to have a class. So let's just take a couple minutes and ask some people if they are willing to hold a class.
And if you're on Maui on Friday, I'm having a pauhana. We definitely have some product donations that have come in and a few product requests we can pack, but also I'll have the new products out. So you can also offer that as an option as a follow-up if they're not interested in hosting a class, inviting them to learn. Oh, and Kanani is on it as usual.
Yep, there you go. Here's our new products. So we're doing it kind of as we did Kate's, like a little walkthrough, a little open house. They can try it, ask questions, and then we will be there to do a packing party for those who have in request. So you can screenshot this. I do think it is also posted so you can share. And the next idea, of course, is invite to Liza's. So do you want to hold a class? Do you want to come and check out the new products? So we'll just take like another 30 seconds maybe with a quick text. All right, so as the point of this business portion is, as we continue to share, the next few months are actually amazing months. We have new products coming out in October. We have a few products coming out in November as well. We have holiday products that we have not talked about coming out. So these last 3 months of the year are actually very amazing for customers, and it is very amazing for our businesses. As we talk through people, as we continue to educate and invite to our classes, we will be working on a calendar for October after this. This is what we do, you guys. we plant seeds, we touch people with little ideas and recipes and ways that they can support themselves and their families. And this is what leads to enrollments. This is what leads to growing our business in that way of enrollments. So it's the little touches and the little seeds and the education that we continuously share is what will help us to enroll. Because I know I've talked to my leaders where they feel stuck, they're not able to enroll, and they're hitting the same people that are just not ready. So just expanding in that way. Continue to share. We have opportunities. Please invite to Liza's class on Friday. It's always a great time to connect with our community. And this is our way, right? This is what our team does. We connect with our community in the best way that we know how. So with that, I am going to go to our very last slide about Diamond Club. And Liz, if you can do your little speech, please.
Yeah, hi everybody. So for Diamond Club requirements, it is a minimum of 12 team enrollments for this month. Next month it goes to 14. And then I have to get 2 personal enrollments for the month. So we currently have 11 qualifying enrollments for Diamond Club. And so we're still have 1 more left for the team for the month. Congratulations and mahalo to all of you that have enrolled someone this month. I know it's a crazy month and there's lots of goodness happening, but Kehao's story from last week inspired me that it's a great time at the end of the month to reach out to people and let them know that if they get started with their free membership this month, they can also get a bunch of freebies and deals and then be ready to order the convention kit next month. What else? There is the code, don't post this publicly. I highly recommend as much as possible using the link generator when creating enrollment links and just adding the promo code on there. I feel like that's one of the greatest gifts doTERRA's ever given us, is the ability to add those promo codes onto our link generator. So yeah, definitely. And if you are a premier or silver leader, you don't want to leave that $200 on the table. I mean, as just a strategy, you know, you could still incentivize someone with a really nice, you know, cashback offer or some incentives of extra products you have. If you're making $200, you know, you could be potentially willing to spend a little more money to incentivize some, or spend some of that to incentivize someone to enroll. So thank you for everyone that has helped with Diamond Club. We have this for 2 more months. So it's September, October, November, which are, like Kanani said, amazing months. Next month, there's going to be a 200 PV promo, plus the convention kit is live, which the price, it's exactly 200 PV. And then November with all the goodness that November brings. So thanks, everybody.
All right, everyone, I'm going to stop my share. And I just want to say thank you all for being on. We always look forward to seeing all of you on Wednesday. This brings us happiness and joy. I know Liza wants to take a picture. She's looking frantically for her phone. So thank you for showing up for yourselves and your business. Please turn on your cameras so Liza can get a great picture. 1, 2, 3. All right, guys, have a beautiful rest of your week, and we will see you next week. Good night.
Aloha. Good night, everyone.